What's interesting about education is that it's a problem you actually have to invest time and money and thought in, and it takes many years to see what you did today, how it actually impacts a child going forward.
After working collaboratively to draft the global strategy for education for the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, we decided that it would be really important to understand the process of implementing this strategy in local contexts.
In the 2 years of research that Sarah has led on the process of implementing the global education strategy, here at the Harvard Graduate School of Education, we've looked at a number of country cases, one of which was Egypt.
We wanted to look particularly at Egypt because it represents an interesting case of thinking about integration of refugees within national systems.
The UN is in this position to try to figure out what is best for those refugees in the short term, but also trying to think long term for them. And many refugees obviously are not wanting to think long term. They want to think that this is a short term situation for themselves and soon enough they'll be going back.
The most important thing that we learned from Lizzie's field research in Egypt was that the process of implementing a global strategy in a local context like Egypt requires a long period of time, many conversations among multiple actors, and the building of relationships through multiple levels.
When people think of the UN, they always think, oh, the UN has a plethora of money to give out to everyone, where in fact they have very limited funding, and in Egypt it's quite limited, yet with the limited funding they have, they've still managed to fund certain projects and even just through goodwill create really good partnerships with a number of other organizations.
It is not a matter of a UN agency deciding on an approach to refugee education, but a UN agency working in collaboration with a government, with multiple non-governmental organizations, and with refugee communities to think about the three priorities of access, quality, and sustainability.
Many people are like, why are you looking internationally when we have a lot of struggles within the US? But our world is so small that what happens, just a plane ride away can actually have a larger impact on what's going on in this country.
Especially in a situation where the future is unknowable in terms of whether the future will be in a country of exile, a return to a home country, or in a country of asylum in a distant land. Education is the one element that you can take on that journey that can help to build a strong future.